I really enjoyed Snake RX when it first released, and it's still one of my favorite roguelikes to play on mobile to this day. Now, this developer just released a new game that's also a roguelike, but it's a tower defense game. How does it fare? Let's get right into it. This new game is Torecower, and you can immediately see that it has the same art style as well as sound design of the game Snake RX by the same developer. And I think that's actually an advantage because I love the simplicity of the visuals while also having catchy soundtracks, and everything you've seen in Snake RX is here in those departments. As I briefly mentioned, Torecower is a roguelike tower defense game, but it's unlike any other game that I've played previously in this genre. Now, this has a completely open expanse, and you can place your defenses wherever you want, whenever you want, and enemies can spawn from wherever they want and whenever they want. So you have to kind of expect the unexpected and always prepare for anything that is possible, and it gives you a lot of freedom with your strategic choices of when and where to place your defenses. It's really unique, and it honestly has a feeling all of its own. There are a variety of different defenses that you can buy and place at any time as long as you have the money to do so, and they are color-coded according to their class, and there are different classes with unique playstyles, and they can cause different effects to the enemies and stuff like that, and certain turrets or certain defenses will work really well with other defenses, and you have to figure that out yourself. This game does not hold your hand whatsoever. You can hover over things with your finger in order to read descriptions, but they are brief, and you have to experiment to truly know what they do. There are 20 waves of enemies total, and in between defeated waves, you're able to upgrade on a skill tree, and you can choose what class of defenses you want to upgrade, or you can even upgrade the turrets that collect money for you, or you can upgrade your bank. There's a lot of different choices, and it all depends on what strategy you're going for. It can be a little bit overwhelming, especially when you first fire up this game because it doesn't hold your hand, but I found that I really enjoyed that aspect of it where it's a lot of trial and error, and it was a lot of fun just placing down a turret and seeing what it did and trying to figure out what goes well with it. So there's a learning curve that can be fun. However, I could see this as a huge turnoff for a lot of people who pick up this game, especially looking for a classic tower defense game. This is not that. It is one that doesn't hold your hand. You have to figure things out for yourself, and the trial and error is part of the fun of the gameplay loop. It's also not only overwhelming, it is tough as nails. This game is not easy. I found myself dying immediately or just a couple waves in for quite a while until I finally learned all of the intricacies of the different defenses and the trial and error that I mentioned previously. And once it starts to click, then you will be able to beat the game and unlock different talents. And these talents will alter your gameplay right from the very get-go by giving you different statistics or different gameplay tweaks that will make it easier for you or just wacky in general. Aside from the talents, there's not much here in terms of replay value except for a high score or leaderboard, and you can keep chasing that high score. Right now, I am number 1 at the time of making this video, so see if you can beat me. It's important to note that Torecower is a premium experience available for $2.99, and there are no in-app purchases to speak of. Everything I've talked about in this video, you get for that price tag. At the end of the day, I think people will either love or hate Torecower. There is no in between. Some people will really like that it's super open-ended and it doesn't hold your hand, and the learning curve of discovering what things do and trying again and again to get the builds down so that you can survive longer. People that love that will love this. However, I feel like people who really like traditional tower defense games with tons of levels and content and different towers to unlock, and you see new things every level, this is probably not the game for you, especially since it will be very, very hard right up front instead of a gradual increase in difficulty. So I don't know. It depends on who you are and what type of player you are. I want to suggest this for you guys, but I know a lot of you guys will not like it. So try to determine what type of player you are and adjust your opinions and your purchase as such. Again, the link to the game is in the description down below. Alright guys, that was my review for Torecower. If it helped you out, please leave a like, pop a sub, and comment down below your favorite tower defense game on mobile. There are so many, and I love this genre on mobile because they work so well on touchscreen. Again, I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. It means a lot. I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and take it easy.